Good afternoon, Cross Timbers. Today is Thursday, November 12th, 2020, and I'm Hannah Ekwall. Tarleton Theater Production, Veterans Day, Tarleton Football Update, and more coming up next on Texan TV. In campus news, the Theater of the Tarleton Fine Arts Center presents Adventures of the Thin Man, the Case of the Goofy Groom. This is day 3 of the running of the play, and it will continue through Saturday, the 14th. Each evening, it will begin at 7 p.m. and will also be broadcasted on KTRL radio every evening. If you are unable to attend, admission is free for Tarleton faculty, staff, and students. In-person attendees will be required to wear a mask. In local news, yesterday, the Turnbow Higgs American Legion Post 240 held its 99th annual Veterans Day Parade at the Erath County Courthouse. Stephenville Mayor Doug Svinn was the keynote speaker for the event, talking about his experience as a military brat, a title used in the U.S. military culture as a term of endearment and respect. Svinn also mentioned his parents, who both served in the military. Appearances by the current Post 240 Commander Greg Thompson and the Tarleton Corps of Cadets Color Guard and Rifle Team were made to honor those who have served. And now, today's national, Texas, and international news from the Associated Press. Texas became the United States' first state to exceed 1 million confirmed COVID-19 cases, with more than 19,000 confirmed deaths caused by the virus. Texas surpassed the grim milestone on Tuesday, which recorded over 10,000 positive cases on that day alone, setting a new daily record that had not been reached since July of this year. State health officials also reported on Wednesday 6,779 positive patients in hospitals and a spike of 609 in one day, one of the highest one-day bumps since the state started to keep track of the data. In national news, Trump's campaign has filed over 17 lawsuits in various states and federal courts. They all make the same claim about voter fraud and how Republican election observers did not have access to mail-in ballots or ballots that were fraudulently cast. The major states in which Trump has filed these lawsuits are key swing states that Trump needed to win the election, but Biden took the lead instead in Arizona, Pennsylvania, Georgia, and Nevada are among that group that Trump is demanding fact-checking and recounting. In international news, world leaders spoke to President-elect Joe Biden about cooperating on the coronavirus pandemic, climate change, and other issues. In his conversations with key Asian allies, Biden seemed intent on easing their uncertainties about a less engaged Washington. Australian Prime Minister Scott Morrison said he invited Biden to Australia next year to celebrate the 70th anniversary of the country's shared defense treaty. Morrison said he and Biden, during their call, made clear their commitment to strengthening the mutual alliance. Australia is taking part in large-scale military exercises with the United States, Japan, and India this month for the first time since 2007. Japanese Prime Minister said he and Biden during their call reaffirmed the importance of their country's alliances and agreed to further deepen it in the face of China's growing influence and North Korea's nuclear threat. In sports, the Tarleton State football team added another home game to the upcoming spring season. This game against the East Central University Tigers will replace the away game against the Alabama State Hornets and will take place on Thursday, October 1st, 2021. It will be the final game in an 8-game schedule that will include 6 home games and 2 away games for the Texans. You can stay up to date on any additional changes to the spring football schedule and a complete football schedule on the Tarleton Sports website at www.tarletonsports.com. And now we turn to Kiah Fischer with the weather.
Hello, Texans. Today will be a high of 79. Tonight will be a low of 52. Tomorrow we'll have a 20% chance of rain with a high near 65.
This has been a production of Texan TV News, a product of the Texan News Service from the Tarleton State Campus in Stephenville, Texas. Watch us live on Apogee Channel 2.1 in the dorms at 12:30 weekdays. If you live off campus, tune in on Northlink Cable Channel 9. You can follow the Texan News Service on Facebook and Twitter, and check out our website at www.texannews.net for all of your latest local, state, national, and international news. Today's broadcast was produced by Landon Davis, Hannah Ekwall, Garrett Evans, Kiah Fischer, and Jacob Hernandez. Have a wonderful day, Texans.